Hey folks, welcome back to Green Iron TV. We're down here in the garage working on the 1953 M38a1. And next project we're going to have for this Jeep on its re-restoration is we're going to work on these seat bases. The previous owner, when he restored this vehicle, didn't use the right material. He used particle board for the seat bases, and over time, in an exposed element Jeep, you know, that particle board sucks up moisture, and it's literally starting to deteriorate and fall apart. So coming up, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get the seat bases out, get those all rebuilt and reinstalled, and that's what we're doing on this episode. So sit back and enjoy, and make sure you give a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please go ahead and do that. We appreciate every little bit, and we love hearing from everybody. So sit back. That's what's coming up. Okay, folks, one of the first things we're going to do is get the seats out. Of course, the passenger seat is the easy one to get out, as it is just clipped in. So we'll pull it from its clips and then take it out of its latches. So, as we get that out, and as we flip it over, you can see that crummy particle board. I mean, you just look at that stuff. So that is not the proper stuff to make a seat base out of. So we need to get that out and get that off. Okay, folks, next we're going to get the 4 seat bolts out of the driver's seat. So you got one on the front leg, one on the front leg, one at the rear, and one in the rear here up through the body panel. So we'll go ahead, start getting those off. All right, I'm going to get an extension to do these fronts. All right, now get that one out. And as you can see, same thing, junk on the bottom. Next, we'll take these bolts out of the bottom that's holding it. Hopefully these come out. They probably won't, because God knows what they're attached to. Oh, that one did. Well, those did come out, which is a good thing. Put our frame up and off. And all right. All right, there's our pattern. There's our cover. We'll redo the tie and all that because it's not tied very well. So we'll end up redoing all that. We'll get it all cleaned up. We'll see if we knock these T-nuts out and reuse those. And we'll do the other one. All right, we'll knock those T-nuts out. So what I went and did is got a longer bolt. We'll throw that in and then knock them on out. So there's the one. All right, now we'll be able to reinstall those in our new base when we make it. All right, now on the driver's seat, we're going to repeat the same thing. Yep, that string is pretty rotten. And this one, someone has taken to stapling it, so it has been stapled on. So we're going to have to pull those staples up. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to rip our seat cover, because we would like to reuse these. All right. So another good cushion, and we'll get these T-nuts knocked out and get making some new bases. Okay folks, what we got here is a good 1/2-inch piece of plywood. Not particle board like this junk, not OSB. This is actual true plywood. So we're going to trace out this bottom, use it as our pattern. And cut that out. And then we'll use those. Then we'll have nice seat bases. Okay, we're going to use our circular saw here. Alright, now that we got the rough shape, we'll take it over to the big belt sander and we're going to clean up all the edges. Alright, we're simply just going to rinse, repeat, do the same thing for the other side. Alright, now that we got those bases cut out, mark the drill for the holes. Alright, now we'll get the drill and drill out the holes. Okay, we'll drill out those 2 holes we marked. Get ready to put everything together. Alright. Now, these tucked to the back. So we're going to go ahead try and slip this one in because this one's got a pretty good knot to it. And the string, which means we're not going to get it undone, so we're just going to try and finagle it in there. And voila. All right. And we should be able to line up. Put the bolts back in it. There we go. Now we can get them tightened up. And we were probably just off just a little bit because that old particle board had probably swollen. And it probably wasn't the most exact. Alright, so wow, that's going to be one of them done, and we'll get the other one finished up here in half a second. Alright, now I'll do that second one. This one I was able to get untied. Alright, let's see if we can get this to tie again. Alright, driver's side done, so now let's get these seats back into the Jeep. Okay, before we bolt that seat back down, we're going to take a moment. We're going to use a little super clean here to clean off the top of the tank. Just all the dirt and crud that's accumulated over several years. Just want to clean that area up. Get all that dirt, grime, grit, all that stuff has been there for years and years because it was bolted under the seat. Alright, now we should be able to bolt that seat in. start getting a couple of these started in. All right, driver seats all in and replaced, and looking good. Now, no longer will we get all that little shavings out of the particle board falling everywhere in the Jeep, and then especially blowing around when the top's off. So, stick the passenger seat in and wrap this up. Same thing as before. While the seat's out, we might as well go ahead and clean up where it goes underneath. All right, nice and clean down in there. Put the passenger seat back in its brackets and latch it in. So that finishes that little project all set. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up another episode here on Green Iron TV. Knocking one more little project out on the 1953 M38a1. Moral of the story, don't use particle board for seat bases. This stuff is just junk for doing something like this. I mean, it just deteriorates. It constantly just chips and comes apart. And it's not good. So use some good quality plywood. Leave that to other junky projects. But when you're doing seat bases, use some good quality plywood. That way it'll last. That way you don't have problems down the road. So thanks for tuning in for this episode. Like always, please like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, because every little bit helps and we appreciate all of it. So stay tuned, as we're going to continue to knock out projects on the M38a1. Thanks. Have a good day.